Ugly win, uglier loss. Chargers are 8-4. Not a very impressive 8-4. This is surely not the team that started the season 6-3. I don't know what was worse. Chargers had 10 possessions with Justin Herbert, scored no touchdowns. None. Or was it Kirk Cousins throwing balls into coverage you should not throw into coverage? He had 4 picks, tied the worst career day of his career. Or was it the play calling, which to me was just terrible? Atlanta, they had the ball for 77 snaps, 35 minutes time of possession, no big plays, little chunks, run the ball, short dump pass, then he throws interceptions. And they lost the game. They dominated statistically, time of possession, number of snaps, and they lost the game because Kirk Cousins was panicking and throwing the ball into coverage. You would never, ever expect a veteran quarterback to make that kind of decision. And, the Chargers are just battered from a roster standpoint. No running game. J.K. Dobbins is gone for maybe the rest of the year with a sprained knee ligament. Ladd McConkey caught 7 in the first half, got hurt. He's got a shoulder, and now he's got a knee on top of it. Quentin Johnston, 2 more drops. All of a sudden, this has reappeared again. And think about that. Justin Herbert, 10 possessions, no touchdowns. They had 3 Cameron Dicker field goals. They had 1 pick taken back for a touchdown. And that was the extent of their offense. So they're sitting there at 8-4, but to me, it's not a very impressive 8-4. Next week, they go to Arrowhead to play Kansas City. So that's where we are with the Chargers and the Falcons. So you tell me what was the worst part of the game, because I could check off a lot of boxes. I thought it was a really ugly game.
It was, but the Chargers came out victorious. I mean, you were talking about this a few weeks ago, how they were going to have to play all these really good quarterbacks. So what's the record on those different quarterbacks?
They nearly lost to Joe Burrow. They should have. They did get beat by Lamar and the boys. Kirk Cousins making some crap decisions. That should have been a loss. So, they conceivably could be 0-3, but they're won 2 of the 3 that they could have lost. Now they got to go play Mahomes in Arrowhead.
Yeah, that's the next one. It's Mahomes.
And then after that, it's Baker Mayfield in Tampa.
Yeah, that's it. There was 5. I remember. Yeah. The other part of this, okay, this is my amateur analysis of the Chargers wide receivers, is that Ladd McConkey, obviously sure-handed, but you notice that when he catches the ball, a lot of times he'll catch it and fall down and just take the reception in the yards, where Quentin Johnston looks like he wants to run upfield before he catches the ball. And I think that's why he's dropping it.
Sometimes the placement of the passes to McConkey is a reason he's going down, because he's got to reach down, etc. Now they've hit him on some crossing patterns where he catch it, boom, and he's gone, because he's got that extra gear to get away. Quentin Johnston's, his mechanics, his techniques are still very suspect. Location of his hands, catching the ball, breaking stride, giving up on routes. Got to work with him. You can't fire him. He's a number 1 pick. You got to make him better. And he played so well the first third of the season, but boy, the last 2 weeks, he's just regressed. So I don't know where the Chargers are offensively, because it's not the same team that it was before. Oh, so we just talked about the college football rivalry crisis. Feel free to jump on board. Are you planting a flag anywhere? Get on board in the fans forum in the chat box. You got an opinion on what the Chargers did to Atlanta, what Atlanta did to themselves? Was that as ugly a game as you've ever seen? Feel free to jump in.